Shakespeare is considered by some to be the pinnacle of classical writing. But others claim that time has made it harder and harder to understand Shakespeare's plays. Are they really that difficult to understand? Well, according to the premise of this video series, yes. Yes, they are. Hi there. I'm a person who owns a computer and has way too much free time on his hands. I'm here to break down Shakespeare's classic plays in a way that kind of makes sense, and also to give some tips to any aspiring directors, actors, or third thing who want to tackle one of his works. And if you don't have any interest in Shakespeare, well, I guess just go watch The Office again or something. I don't know what to tell you. The play opens with three witches hanging out near a currently active battlefield because this is 11th century Scotland and Whataburger hasn't been invented yet. They decide that getting people to do murders is a fun prank and decide to get Macbeth to do just that. Who is Macbeth? This guy. He's watching the aftermath of the battle with his good buddy Banquo. Look at him go, I bet he'll survive Act 3. Anyway, the witches come up to them and they're all like, "Isn't that Macbeth, the Thane of Glamis?" "Oh, you mean that guy who's going to be the Thane of Cawdor? Now that can't be the same Macbeth who's also going to become king after that, can it?" But Banquo interrupts them saying, "Oh, cool. Am I also going to be king?" "No. Your son'll be king, though." "Oh, man. But you're probably gonna die." "Aw, man." But they really don't get any time to think about that because, ta-da! Look, it's the king! He's here with his son Malcolm, who's next in line to be king, and his other son Donalbain, who doesn't matter to the plot of this play. "Wow, Macbeth, that battle was so cool! I'm giving you a promotion! You're the Thane of Cawdor now!" "Wow, that's so cool! I'm gonna have a sleepover at my house and you're invited! Ha ha! I'm gonna kill you." "What?" "It's gonna be killer!" So they all travel back to Macbeth's castle, but Macbeth isn't sure if he can go through with murdering the king. So he decides to confide in his wife, the Lady Macbeth. "Should I kill him?" "Yes." "Well, that's all I needed to hear. Oh look, a flying knife!" Now in some productions you do get to see the actual murder here. But in the original text, the plot skips ahead to the next morning. Here Shakespeare is using a device that I like to call off-staging. It's for scenes of violence, intimacy, and magic tricks that are just too difficult to show on stage. You see it used a lot in Greek dramas, but Shakespeare loved using this too. If you're a director and you think that you can show this scene with the level of drama needed, then I say go for it, but don't be afraid to use the out that the script gives you. Anyways, the next morning Macduff, another Thane, arrives at the castle and they find the king dead. As you would guess, this causes quite a stir. Malcolm and Donalbain go into hiding, and Macbeth is crowned king because, yeah, sure, why not? I mean, okay. But Macbeth is afraid that Banquo knows too much and plans to get rid of him and his destined for royalty child. He sends the murderers, yes, that is their actual name, to go and take care of them. Banquo's son escapes, but he dies protecting him. But his ghost lives on, and how does he use his short time as a spirit clinging to the earth? By ruining Macbeth's dinner party by scaring him. That's all the business you had left? Alright, bye, I guess. Macbeth is getting more and more paranoid and decides to visit the witches for another prophecy. He finds them freestyling out in the woods. Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble, eye of newt and toe of frog, wool of bat and tongue of... Am I interrupting something? Yeah. The witches drink some magical seeing into the future juice, and they give Macbeth 3 warnings. Avoid Macduff, he's bad news, sounds good. You can't be killed by any man born of woman. I'm not going to try to figure out any double meaning to that. And you'll be fine as long as no one trims your hedges. Is that a euphemism? Macbeth immediately ignores their warnings by sending the murderers to go live up to their namesake by killing Macduff's family. Off stage, of course. Meanwhile, back at Castle Macbeth, Lady Macbeth is all upset because someone spilled Hawaiian punch all over her hands and now that's gonna stain. Macduff learns about his family's murder and he tracks down Malcolm with a plan to get his revenge. "We're gonna go and trim Macbeth's hedges." Is that a euphemism? They chop down the trees of a nearby forest and use it to hide their numbers. Sir, there's an enemy army coming and it looks like they trimmed your hedges." Oh, so it wasn't a euphemism. Go figure. "Also, your wife is dead." What? When did that happen? "Just now, off stage." "Ha-ha, it's me, Macduff, and I'm here to kill you." Well, too bad. I can only be killed by a man not born of woman. You mean like if my mom had a C-section? The two fight, and Macbeth is killed off stage. With all that settled, Malcolm makes a rousing speech to close out the play. "I am the king now, and we're gonna go watch me become the king." that is the end of the play. And that ends Macbeth. Joking aside, this really is one of my favorite plays. There's something like 37 more surviving plays that Shakespeare was the primary author of, so I'll probably do more of these in the future. But for now, I've said the name Macbeth a lot of times in this video, so before I can go back inside, I have to spin around 3 times and yell out all the curse words I know. Son of a bitch!